Have you ever hit the limits of your gaming keyboard and wondered if there's a better way to play? Here's the thing. Even with all the fancy switches, RGB, and compact layouts, almost every keyboard is still built around the QWERTY layout. And that layout? It was made for typewriters, not for moving characters, executing abilities, or aiming precisely in modern games. For decades, WASD has been the default for PC movement. W and S move forward and backward, A and D move left and right. It's simple and familiar, but it comes with clear limits. Keyboards use on-off switches, so movement is essentially binary. You're either moving or you're not. Smooth, nuanced movement? Nearly impossible. Add in complex actions like crouching, reloading, or building in Fortnite, and your fingers quickly get cramped. The result? Slower reactions, fewer accessible inputs, and sometimes actions you simply can't perform. So, does the WASD setup have to stay this way?
No.
Console players have long enjoyed analog movement. Now PC gamers can too. The Azeron Cyborg II uses a Hall-effect thumbstick for true 360-degree movement. No stick drift, almost zero dead zones. It's smooth, fluid, and precise. Shifting movement to your thumb also frees your fingers for other actions. You no longer have to choose between moving and using abilities. Instant reactions, full control, and no finger conflicts. If you want true 360-degree analog movement, you simply switch the Cyborg II to Xbox 360 joystick mode in the Azeron software. This mode works in any game that supports gamepad input. You can swap to keyboard mode instead. In that mode, the thumbstick behaves like an 8-way WASD input, which means it works universally in any game that accepts standard keyboard controls. The Xbox 360 joystick mode works best in games that support simultaneous input from multiple devices, for example, using a gamepad and a mouse at the same time. But in games that don't support this, you may run into issues like control conflicts or UI glitches, simply because the game isn't designed to handle inputs from different sources at once. Most gaming keyboards follow a one-size-fits-all philosophy. The key positions, angles, and spacing are fixed, meaning your hand has to adapt to the keyboard. Over time, those unnatural finger angles can create tension and contribute to repetitive strain injuries. In fact, studies show that gamers who use traditional keyboards for long sessions experience significantly higher rates of RSI and overall hand fatigue. The Azeron Cyborg II is different. Its modular design is built around your hand. You can adjust thumbstick rotation and angle, tower angles, height, and distance from the palm rest. Plus, you can choose a curved or flat palm rest. Add the optional adjustable stand with 5 tilt angles, so you can optimize your wrist position for maximum comfort. No more pain, numbness, or fatigue during long sessions. Why does wrist angle matter? Your wrist should stay naturally straight, perfectly aligned with your forearm. No upward bend, no sideways twist, and no rotation of the forearm. Flat keyboards often force your wrist into an unnatural angle, compressing nerves and straining tendons. That's what leads to the hand pain, numbness, and fatigue many gamers feel during long sessions. With the Azeron adjustable stand and its 5 tilt settings, you can find the wrist angle that keeps your hand in a natural position, helping prevent these common issues. Traditional WASD locks 3 to 4 fingers in place, leaving just 1 or 2 fingers for other actions. The Cyborg II moves all movement to your thumb, freeing your fingers to access 22 mappable inputs for a total of 30, without repositioning your hand. Commands execute instantly, giving you faster reactions. Every input can be customized as a key, controller input, mouse action, or macro using the Azeron software. And with onboard memory, you can save up to 6 profiles directly on the device, or store unlimited profiles in the software on your PC. When you compare the Azeron Cyborg II to a traditional gaming keyboard, it all comes down to control and ergonomics. Traditional keyboards have their strengths, They work with almost every PC game, use the familiar WASD setup most players know, have a short learning curve, and so on. The Azeron Cyborg II, however, goes further. It offers analog movement with a Hall effect thumbstick, 30 mappable inputs reachable without moving your hand, fully adjustable keys for your personal comfort, and less strain during long sessions. Which one is right for you depends on your priorities. If you value traditional layouts, instant compatibility, and a shorter learning curve, a gaming keyboard is still a solid choice.
But the cool thing to do is just say no. God, I sound like a jackass. Who approved this script?
Daniel Payne.
Get him on the phone. I'm not saying this shit.
But if you want superior movement control, expanded input options, and ergonomic customization, the Azeron Cyborg II can completely transform how you play. For anyone dealing with hand fatigue or playing games that need fast reactions and complex abilities like FPS, MOBA, TPS, or MMORPGs, the Cyborg II clearly has the edge.
Hello, I'm Soldier Boy. Did you know keyboards and keyboard-related crime have become a nationwide problem? All across America, keyboards are destroying people's lives. But you don't have to be a superhero to fight back, because your superpower is just saying no. So when someone offers you a keyboard, you can tell them Soldier Boy said using a keyboard is not cool. And anyone who does is a loser. Remember, real heroes don't use keyboards.